Yeah, Swano Mick here, just taken off in the F truck. Just doing a bit of a, oops, better watch what I'm doing here, better watch me changing my gears. She's got a first gear's crash on this old bad boy. I thought I was in second, I didn't pull through long enough. She's got the low gears. Listen to that big 351, would you? Geez, I tell you what, she runs nice. Just listen to her go. She's pretty quiet. You can hear a bit of you can hear induction growl. Listen to this. I'll slip into her a bit in third. Oh, what's going on here? Surveyors by the look of it. I'll slip into it. I'll get up around the corner a bit in third so you can hear the induction growl. I love the old carbon fed engines. Drive you through a nice little drive. I go, I think I've done it before. I think you've seen this before. This is not unlike old Belthorpe up on the Blackhall. Just a fall under acceleration. So you're looking at obviously the right hand side of the bonnet. Fabric's good in the hood. All's good in the hood. What are we doing? I actually have a digital satellite nav here, because this thing, when you say it, when it's doing 90 on the speedo, it's actually only doing 80 kilometres an hour. Rough in the old RSN, being an F350, a pretty big spring pack, but it doesn't worry me. If that's the worst I've got to put up with, it's not too bad. So you really can't see any of the paddocks or anything from driving along here, it's just the road. But you've got a lot of your big eucalypts all the way through here. It's a pretty monstrous trees when you get up to them. Like that one I put up on my site there the other day. It's a pity they don't have about 3 or 4 minute, 3 minute shorts on the shorts on YouTube, because I get a lot of views on shorts, but I get no views on me longer stuff, hardly at all. Only a couple of dozen normally max. I know it's all about the words and the algorithms, but Christ almighty, I don't get too many hits. But that's 4 minutes already, and I'm just going to run you through here so you can just see me drive into town over the bonnet of the great big 1978 F350, 11th month 1978. So this vehicle, this motor vehicle, just maintained properly and kept out of the weather as much as you could over its life. It's coming up, had a bit of a blow. We've got a fair few libs down here. These vehicles, no reason why I couldn't have bought one of these when I first got my licence in 1979 if I had a bit of money, which I didn't. And it could have taken me all the way through to all my driving career, just doing general maintenance. Probably had to rebuild the engine once. This engine's apparently been rebuilt, I don't know how long ago. I farted around with the diff. I had to get that fixed because I didn't put enough preload on the pinion gear. So I put new bearings through while I was at it, got the crown wheel of the pinion gear out, and got it set back up. And oh, here's an Angus, a sub-description, a white-faced Angus. Few cattle out. A lot of Angus here, a lot of Angus. Oh, this bloody 351 shit, they just run nice. Like stone motherless cold this morning, and no choke, no nothing. Just fires straight up and just runs absolutely beautiful. I'm only poking along here because you don't see much traffic, or she just flicked the stick up the big bitch. Yeah, so I could have just had this all my life. Now I paid $25,000 and I've probably spent another, oh shit, I got the carby rebuilt and set up by Georgie Wagoner. The distributor pulled it out and dropped it into George too. And also, what else have I done? I've had the diff set up. That was $550 for good quality Timken, I think they were, USA bearings, a bearing kit for the crown wheel and the pinion, and seals and gaskets. $550 I think for that from F-Truck Spares. And look at that, that's been harvested. I've just harvested that. Now I'm not sure what that is. I think it was sorghum, but I'm not 100% sure. So I've had that done from F-Truck, and M&D in town, their mechanical workshop, which they've got, which I can't think of the name of it. They done the work for me. They charged me $500 with oil and everything. That was $100 an hour for labour, which is unreal, unbloody real. Yeah, they've topped that, and they've just got the ploughs in here. We just went past the plough, which you wouldn't have seen. But yeah, I'm in amongst big trees here, like big old ukes. There's a big gum on the left and some big bloody stringy barks on the right. There's big trees here everywhere, a matter of factly. And the dams hold a lot of water here in and around this area. Willaroo Range Road. Looks like nearly like a private road to me. Must have spilled a bit of petrol on my hand when I was fueling up. But no, she's a bloody top old lorry, this one. Down the track, this will be the only vehicle I'll have, because I don't need anything else, because I've got my bike to get round on, and I'll just do my club runs with this, and a bit of work around the property. Just going and fuel her up every time I do a club run. I can get round on my motorcycle. Look at that here. So this is not unlike going through Belthorpe. Bloody beautiful. Bloody beautiful. Let's have a look at this beautiful farming land out here to the right, eh? All the bracken fern in under the trees on the left. Beautiful, beautiful improved pasture there on the right. Although it might actually be Kikuyu, most of that. They got there's a bit of what they call love grass, but there's, on the left that is, but I can't adjust that while I'm driving. And then we've got some sort of, on the left too here, we got some sort of crop, big watering system. It's pretty neat. Black Angus everywhere, majority Black Angus cattle. And I think they're predominantly about 70% of the Australian herd, I think, is Angus. Beautiful. Butcher shop where I go to down here, Stanthorpe Meats, it's they normally, most of their stock they put through theirs Angus, and they do a lot of their own, and they finish it off on a bit of grain. I don't know how many days, but yeah, they fatten up a lot of their own stock. So, but no, I'm just cruising along here in the mighty Effie. She's running like a champion. I'm just sitting on 70 kilometres an hour on this back road because I've got no cars, and I just actually like cruising along and having a bit of a look-see, a bit of an old look-see while snooksy. And just seeing what people are doing on their farms. I be happy when I get rid of this bloody flu. I had a coughing fit this morning and nearly hit the deck with pain in my back. That was great. I thought I was at a bit of strife actually because oh, look at that big limb hanging out there in that tree. Oh, Jesus, that's deadly. A couple of trees are going arse up there with that wind. Branches down. There would have been a few branches down through here the other day. The farming folk and the people on here, like, I shift trees off the road whenever I'm cruising through. But yeah, I'm just about coming to the end of this bit of road and then I'll hang a right. So there's African lovegrass there, or lovegrass. I don't know about African lovegrass, but what they refer to as lovegrass down here. It's not a very good grass, but it holds up pretty well over winter. And it's very hard on the cattle's teeth. So my next door neighbour was telling me, and he's been farming for a lot of years. He's got little bits of lovegrass, but yeah, I don't know what other species. You've got native grass down here, which I don't know what they call that. And then you have your kikuas and the likes. Been pulling a bit of fireweed out of my property. But, yeah, but no, she's all good in the bloody hood, I tell you. She's all good in the hood. I'm going to switch this off shortly. But there's that lovegrass there on the right. Hey, bloody wallaby. You're a bit keen taking on the F-truck, Wallaby Bob. We'll take this big bitch on, mate. You got some trouble. Lucky I was going slow, or I would have nailed him. I hate running over anything. I haven't hit a roo since I've been out here. Missus hit one in her rig. Where are we now? Let me get out of here without hitting any cars. This place just here on the left, he does diesel fitting. Come along here the other day and he's massive big John Deere tractor sitting there. Yeah, she's still there. Big beautiful articulated one, big wheel tractor. And he left the lights on. So I just pulled up, went in and told him, do the neighbourly thing. But yeah, but no, she's a bloody good spot. She's a bloody good spot. I'm yelling a bit here because I'm in the old Effie. She's not the quietest beast. But yeah, I love this whole thing because I can do all the work on it myself. It's very, very simple vehicle. I can't work it out. I was talking to my mechanics, two mechanics I used to use up Maloney when I'd get them to do stuff. And I told them I was thinking of buying an Effie, and one fella said, "You're mad." And I said, "Why is that?" He said, "No one wants to work on them." I said, "Why? They're the simplest vehicle you'd ever get." "Nah, they're too big and heavy. Everything's too heavy." He said, if you want me to work on, it'll be, he's normally 100, oh, that's fallen down again, sorry. He's normally 140, hang on, $130 an hour. He said to work on an F-truck, you'd be looking at 150. But down here in Stanthorpe, people don't care. Mechanics down here are happy to work on your vehicle. He was a great mechanic, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I mean, to me, these things are good because you've got heaps of room. So I just don't see anything better than that. But anyhow, this is the old Effie, and I'm cruising along at 80 kilometres an hour now, just poking away, 78 actually, on my digital readout. And I'm going to switch this off. That's bloody hell. What have we got there? 14 minutes. So I'm definitely going to switch it off. And yeah, nah. So you can just see all the trees here. It's pretty massive. Pretty massive. I put it on full send all in the way to Stanthorpe. How's that sound? How's that for a full? That's what these young'uns get around. Oh, it makes me laugh. She's on full send. I put it on full send. Yeah, I put it on full send, all right. Right up to the Z pass. How's that sound? The Z pass, which I knew as Z. And I've got to do a mathematical equation when I'm finished to see how many kilometres I've done. And so I'm gonna, instead of Z, I'm gonna do Z, which is what we say in Australia. And also, I'm going to do not a math equation, I'm going to do a mathematical or maths equation. That's how we talk in Australia. Australia. Oh, this old road here. Look at this, eh? Look at this. Oh, she's rough. So, Effie, back to third. Look at that. Back to third. I'm going to pull off when I can. Have a look at this little old house down here on the side of the road. She's a bloody beauty. The old fella lives there. Oh, no, you can't see it. Just going past his place. At Stanage. Not that far from Stanage. Yeah, so yeah, I like talking Aussie. You won't hear me saying math too often. Math. I'm a bit of a mathematics man. Said to my grandson, he's 18. I said, Zackers. I said, mate, you're picking up too many American or too many non-Australian words. Not having to go on Americans, but Americans speak like Americans. Pommies speak like Pommies. And I speak like an Aussie. And I said, you fellas have been watching too much stuff. You've got to keep your own identity. I said, you've got to keep your identity. We're Australian. So it's not Z, it's Z. I've gone on about this before. It's not math, it's mathematics. And, hey, go on, mate. What's going on? Yeah, mate. We'll catch up with you later. We'll catch you later. Later? How's it going? Sorry about the dribble, but just feeling a bit toey today. I'm feeling a bit better. Toey, that's toey as a Roman sandal. That's another one. That's horny. I don't know what they call that in America when you're horny. But I'm as toey as a Roman sandal, and that's pretty toey, because there ain't no toes in a Roman sandal. What else can I tell you? So in kilometres, 1.6 kilometres to the mile. 1,000 kilograms to the tonne, metrics all in zeros, 10 centimetres to the decimetre, 100 centimetres to the metre, that's a tad over 3 feet, 30 centimetres I think is a bit over 12 inches. Oh, listen to this big Effie go, eh? I'm going to have to cut this vlog down. She's going for that long, but I just thought you should be really keen to have a look at the countryside I drive. Just where where this little man struts his stuff. Used to have a bloke that he always wanted to work in Caloundra when I was on the council, and I was happy to work in Landsborough. Oh shit, he used to come out with some rare sayings. Saratoga was his nickname. Dead wallaby there. Crows into it. And I'd say, what's going on, Saratoga? He used to talk like with a raspy voice. Oh, Mick, I want to get in on the big dance floor. What are you talking about, Saratoga? Yeah, Mick, I want to go and strut me stuff on the big dance floor. I said, what are you talking about? And he goes, into Caloundra. I want to go and show them what I can do. I said, I wouldn't even worry about that. We know you can go all right. You want to stay out here? But nah, he had to go and strut his stuff. And he was a bloody lad. I haven't heard from him for years. I suppose he's still alive. His poor bugger was pretty unhealthy. It's our son's birthday tomorrow. Son Damien. He's 44 tomorrow. Holy hell, this is a rough bit of road here, just quietly. Holy bloody Ward. That's what my uncle used to say, holy bloody Ward. Oh, yeah, she's good in the front end, but the old solid differential, she bounces a bit. I'm going to have to switch this off soon, that's nearly 20 minutes. But yeah, once we get out on the good road, it's all right, but oh, jeez, ding, doing. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be going around Oz in her. I'd have to be pulling some leaves out the springs, that's for sure. That's what I'd have to be doing. So I've rattled her up to 90 kilometres an hour now. This bit of road's better, but that through there is bloody rough as guts. Rough as fuck. Yeah, there's 100. And she steers like a beauty, this thing. Big old steering box and everything on it, but oh, she just sits on the road like a little beauty. Like a bloody little beauty. we got bloody, as we get close to Stanthorpe, a lot of your trees here aren't as good. I think potentially there's a lot of decomposed granite around here. Oh, look, yeah, some you might be millable. A lot wouldn't be. I don't know what they do with a lot of them. But yeah, nah, that's another one. Yeah, nah. Yeah, what are you up to? Oh, not much. You been doing much? Yeah, nah. Rightio, I'm going to pull up here, turn this phone off. Turn off this little camera. Campsites. Listen to that 351. Listen to that 351 work. I picked up some rubbish here the other day. There's another one. I'm going to pick that up too. Oh, it just gives me the shits, people dumping rubbish. Must be my old council days. I hate it. Hate it with a passion. And that's 21 minutes there for Swano Mick. Swano Mick listening to a bit of dribble. Look, I'm going to leave it at that. Yous all have a lovely day. I'll see what this looks like. Might upload it, might not. But if I do, hopefully you've enjoyed the drive into roughly from probably 10 kilometres from where I live nearly into Stanthorpe in Queensland. Swano Mick out. You all have a lovely day.